everyone, as usual, please say 3 times together.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Good evening to everyone. So today is the 10th of December. Another two weeks to finish the meditation. So today too, we are fortunate enough to get together and practice. So wish you all again a very, very spiritual and very successful evening in the spiritual wise. Every day when you practice, what you are doing is you are keeping one step ahead in your spiritual journey. So as I mentioned, in previous times too, the eagle, it can fly fast, but if it doesn't think to fly, it cannot reach the destination that it wants to reach. The ant is small, but even the ant, if it wants to go to the same destination, then if it walks to that very destination step by step, continuously, definitely that ant is bound to reach that very place that it wants to reach, right? So today too, we are going to keep another step ahead in our spiritual path, and we are going to reach one step more. We are going to be closer one step more towards our final destination, the ultimate peace and ultimate happiness, right? So we are practicing loving kindness meditation, and last month we practiced the meditation, loving kindness meditation, from group to group. We spread loving kindness from group to group. So last week we started the second step, that is spreading loving kindness direction by direction. From direction to direction, we moved our attention. We started spreading loving kindness. So this loving kindness, I taught you in various ways. It's very powerful, very, very powerful. It can change. It can change even the mindsets of your own enemies. Let me give you an experience of a meditator who came here several years ago. Sometimes that family also joined him. So in his office, his boss was there are various kinds of chief bosses that we meet in life, in workplace. So this person, due to certain kind of his own family matters, maybe this person was a rude person, and unfortunately this worker who came here to meditate, so he had to work under him, and at the same time it was so hard for him to cooperate with this boss. Every day he found out some kind of a wrongdoing, so maybe a very slight thing, and he started yelling at this coworker. So he was so depressed, but he liked the work too. But because of this boss, he cannot work. He was in a strong stress, depression. So finally he came. And what I taught him is to spread loving kindness towards that boss too. So sometimes I taught him 5 things that Buddha taught. To think positively about the people. I taught him that sometimes sometimes there are people who talks bad, but their deeds are good. So at such times, we need to focus on those good deeds. If you focus on those good deeds, then what happens is, since you see the positive side, you can control your anger, your um, strong disgusting feeling, your strong arrogance, your strong uh, dislike towards that person. Then I told him that if that person, if there is a person who who does bad but speak good, at such times, still, so still you have still no use of getting angry at such time. That means you should take initial actions too, but at the same time you should not develop arrogance towards that person, anger, hatred. Instead, you should think about that person's good words and think about the positive side and let your anger go. And there are some people who do good and who do good and who talk good really. Most of the time they talk bad, they do bad. Really, this person talks some good words. Really, this person does some good, fantastic things. So focus on that and let your anger go. And there are people, again, who do bad all the time, who talk bad all the time. At such times, I understand it is difficult to find a positive side. At such times, you need to think like this. I'm so fortunate because I got good parents who taught me to behave right, to talk right, to do right. I got good teachers to influence me in doing good. I got good friends who influenced me and encouraged me in doing good and talking good. So I am so fortunate. Maybe this person didn't have such kind of people in his or her life. So what should I do is, instead of hating this person, I had to show pity. I had to be pitiful. So poor person, because he or she was not lucky enough to meet such kind of nice people in life, nice guides in life. He or she is like this. So you will be able to have pitifulness towards that person and instead of hatred. And then finally I told him there are good people in this world. They do good, they talk good. These are the fifth category. This is the fifth category. So they are just like pure ponds. In a pure pond, from whichever side that you coming, you can take water and drink. So even though sometimes you get angry towards that kind of person because of a slight thing, think about that vast goodness. So just like a piece of ice, small piece of ice becomes dissolved due to the sun rays, your anger will go. I appreciate that person listened to it this very carefully and went home, went to the office and practiced. That is the most important thing. And finally, even the boss understood now. He's whenever he yelled, this person is not looking angry. No angry mood in him. So boss also noticed this, and he also changed. Later on, both of them became very good friends. Both of them became very good friends. So that is the power of loving kindness. So you should think positive and you should spread positivity. You should spread love, kindness towards the others. Even even the animals can feel it. So when you go to your home, the dog cannot speak and it cannot understand your language, but it understands your language of love. That's why the cat comes and so goes around you. So mimic. That's why the dog comes and jumps on you when it sees you. So that is the language of loving kindness. So spread this for the benefit of yourself and for the benefit of everybody. And you will. So everybody likes to live a nice life, but for the nice life, you need to develop nice qualities. Loving kindness is something that helps you to grow some kind of things. So please practice. It'll it'll change not only you, the people around you too. So please practice loving kindness very ardently. So if you are a newcomer, please don't practice this second step. Instead of start practicing loving kindness towards groups. That means first of all, think about yourself and spread loving kind of thinking. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. Then after that, spread loving kindness towards your parents and relatives and friends. So parents, relatives, and friends. Thinking, may my parents, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. Then after that, spread your loving kindness towards people who are not your friends and not your enemies too. So think, may all those people who are in the center, may they be also well, happy, and peaceful. And then after that, please think about your enemies. May my enemies also be well, happy, and peaceful. And finally, think about all the beings in the world and think, may all the beings in the world be well, happy, and peaceful. So please start with yourself. Spread loving kindness first of all towards yourself. Then after that, towards your parents, relatives, and friends. Then after that, please spread loving kindness towards the people who are in the middle, who are not your friends and enemies. Then towards the enemies, and finally towards all the beings in the world. If you are a newcomer, the old students who practice the first step of meditation group by group, they are instructed to practice the second step, that is spreading loving kindness from the beings towards the being in the direction. So I instructed you to focus your attention towards the north and to think, may all the beings in the north direction be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Then after that, you think, may all the beings in the north direction be free from hatred, be free from jealousy, be free from ill will. And may all the beings in the north direction like one another, love one another. And then after that, you think about beings in the south direction. Then you think about the beings in the east direction. Then west direction, beings above you, beings below you. Towards all beings, towards all those beings, you spread loving kindness, thinking, according to those directions, you focus, you pay your attention, and you spread loving kindness as may uh, may, may those beings in that particular direction be well, be happy, be peaceful. Then may they be free from hatred, free from jealousy, free from ill will. May all those beings love one another. May all those beings like one another, love one another. Thinking like that, please spread loving kindness, pure loving kindness towards the beings in all those directions. And at the end, try to focus on all the beings in all the directions, the whole world, and think, may all the beings in the world be well, happy, and peaceful. Thinking like that, we are going to start. So according to those instructions, we are going to start the meditation today. Everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. And first of all, we are going to focus on our breath. Our breath. Everyone, please relax. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet, alert mind. Everyone, first of all, for 5 minutes, to build up the concentration, please focus on your breath. When the breath is coming in, be aware. When the breath is going out, be aware. Don't forcibly breathe in. Don't forcibly breathe out. Let it naturally come in, as usual. Let it naturally go out, as usual. Just be the observer. Be aware now the breath is coming in. When it's going out, be aware that now the breath is going out. Please focus on your breath for 5 minutes. Now everyone, very calmly, very calmly start practicing loving kindness meditation. So if you are practicing loving kindness, if you are a newcomer, as I mentioned, please practice loving kindness meditation from group to group. First of all, towards yourself, then towards parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. I miss teachers. And then towards people in the center, the enemies, and towards all the beings. If you are an old student, please practice loving kindness meditation from direction to direction. Towards all the beings in the north, all the beings in the south, all the beings in the east, all the beings in the west, all the beings above you, all the beings below you. Finally towards all the beings in the whole universe. So now everyone, please start your meditation. May your loving kindness meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Please start the meditation right now. Now everyone very calmly, with a very peaceful mind, please open your eyes slowly. Now let your whole body to relax. Your whole body to relax. And very peacefully. Everyone, please say 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Dear Dhamma friends, after every loving kindness meditation session, there is a difference in mood, change of mood in every person. So we cannot see the same with breathing meditation and vipassana meditation. But whenever we finish loving kindness meditation, there is a change. Because that is the power of loving kindness. It changes people. And it gives a lot of positivity. So, and not only that, whatever the developments that we achieve by practicing breathing meditation and vipassana meditation, loving kindness meditation helps us to maintain it for a long time. So when you buy food, if you just keep it outside, what will happen is within a few days you can't eat it. You have to throw it. But if you keep it in a refrigerator, what will happen? You can you keep it for a long time, and the thing which will expire within few days, sometimes you can keep it for weeks and years. So just like that. So whatever developments that you achieve by practicing breathing meditation and vipassana meditation, we can keep them in the refrigerator called loving kindness meditation. So it's a very nice one. I really request the all students to practice it daily. So uh, so in a group, if there is only one practitioner of loving kindness meditation, that person can make a big change in that group. If at least there is one in one home, if there is one person who practices loving kindness meditation, it can be that person can do a big change for that family. What if there are 2 or 3 people? It can bring a huge impact. So please practice it. So by practicing loving kindness and through the thoughts of loving kindness, what do we spread? Actually, we spread friendliness.
Mm.
You become a friend of the others.
Mm-hmm.
Become a friend. So, so metta, another meaning for metta is friendliness, being a friend, closeness to the other people. You become open for the others. Most of the times in life, we become closed, right? Oh, I don't like this person because this person's hairstyle, I don't like it. So you separate. I don't like how this person walks, so I don't like to associate that. You close. And this person is from this nation, this ethnic group, this country. Like that, you close the doors. But in loving kindness meditation, what you do is by practicing loving kindness, you open the doors and you embrace everyone. It doesn't matter whoever you are, my heart is open. My heart is open to it. Then that's how changes happen. That's how good relationships start in the human world. So you're also practicing it. Please continue. And today I'm going to teach you about 4 kinds of fake friends. And if we have these qualities of fake friends, you have to let them go. And in your life too, if you have such kind of fake friends, you have to recognize. I don't say that don't associate them, but don't get influenced and keep them at the hand's length. Right? They are not suitable. So if we can, in the next week, I'll teach you the qualities of good friends, 4 kinds of good friends. So then if you can turn them into such kind of good friends, try. If not, better to. There are some people who don't listen, who don't change. Then the best thing is you have to keep them aside. We don't want to, but we don't like to do so. But for the safety of everybody, for you and for those people, better to keep them aside, not to associate them very close. So who are those 4 kinds of bad friends? Today we are going to learn. So the first kind of bad friend is the taker. There are friends, but they say they are friends, but actually they are fake. With the disguise of a friend, there is no any friend. The first one is taker. In Buddha's words, they are called Anya Dattu Hara. Anya means the other friends. Dattu means the thing that they give. Hara means the taker. The person who only takes the other people's things. So there are friends like that. They associate you to take your stuff. So even though there is a slight advantage, slight thing to take, they take it. They only associate you to take stuff, not to give things. Sometimes they give things, very small things, but expect a lot of things, right? That person, sometimes such kind of people, they say, oh, I gave you this one, this small thing. They don't say that small. They say, I gave you, can you remember, I gave you this. Why don't you give me this? They give us very small thing, and they sometimes expect a very valuable, huge amount. So for that small thing, you have to always help in bigger quantities. So, and then after that, whenever there is a danger, let's say COVID time, then you remember the friend. For a long time, you didn't remember the friend. Then if your funds are going down, then you remember the friend. When that person was good, in good financial conditions, that person didn't remind you, didn't think of you. But now, that person comes and asks. Still, if you can, better, good to give. But there are such kind of friends. They associate you only to take stuff, but not to give anything. Even though they give only a very small. Such kind of friends are dangerous. So more than dangerous, such kind of friends are not there when you need them. You really need them. So better to recognize such kind of friends and associate. If you associate them at the hand's length, right? You should not keep them close. Then what will happen is, if you keep them close, then what will happen is there will be a lot of disadvantages. Because to gain something, that person can do sometimes very big difficulties in life. That person can create Such kind of difficulties in life. Then second kind of bad friend, fake friend is the talker. In Pali, in Buddhist language, they are called as Vachi Param. Vachi means, all of you know, it's in all South Asian languages. Oh yeah. Vachi means Vachana or the words. Parama, it's in same languages too. Parama means only. So only the words, no action.
Also,
Sometimes
no go.
there are friends. You need help. You go to that friend. And that friend says, if you told, oh, today I cannot. If you told me yesterday or 1 week ago, I could have done that. I could have helped you. But no, friend, today I cannot, and during the upcoming days also I can't. But there are friends who say like that because there are good reasons, not them. I mean, you obviously know that these friends, they don't have, these fake friends, they don't have any scheduled stuff today or on the upcoming day. Only to only to avoid helping you. That person says, "Oh no, I can't do this right now. If you would have told me yesterday or 1 week ago, 1 month ago, last year, I could have done that." And there's, if not, that person serves you with the future. Oh, if it was tomorrow, if it is tomorrow, definitely I can. But today I cannot. Maybe after 1 week I am free. You can call me. But I need your help today. Not 1 week later. Can you help? No, I'm not free. I have to do this, do that, and I can't. Maybe next year. So like that. That there's another. So either that person serves you with the past, or that person serves you with the future. Not now. So, and you need to check whether that person has reasonable. So that means they are fair reason. There are some people who are really good friends, but still they have a busy schedule, so they can't do it. Not them. The people who serve you with the past or the future, to avoid helping you, because there are some people who think that giving away 1 cent means being poor by 1 cent. So there are such kind of people too. So such kind of free people or lazy people. So if not, sometimes sales with the words, "Oh, you can start, no worries. You can start, I'm there for you." But when you start, they disappear. They never appear. When you started, they disappear. So until you start, they encourage you. So they give you a lot of plans. Oh, let's do like this, let's do like that. This will happen, that will happen. They'll describe. But when it comes to the reality, they will happen. So they are called as Vachi Param. Vachi Param. The fake friends who only serve you with the words, but no action. So you have to beware, because they can bring a lot of disadvantages in life, havocs in life too. Because you believe in them, you start something and they disappear. So whenever you need their help, they are not there, right? So first fake friend is the taker. Second fake friend is the talker. You don't have to remember the Pali words. Just remember the English ones. Okay. Then there is this third friend. Flatterer. Flatterer means, so either you are going to do a good thing or bad thing, this person approves, right? Thinking, oh, my friendship will go away and my advantages will go away. I don't get the benefits that I'm getting right now. So this, whatever that person does, that's his thing or her thing. Let me get the advantage. Why should I be foolish enough to get the disadvantages and lose the friendship? So I don't think I will improve everything. So if you are going to do a good thing, that person says, yes, wonderful, wonderful, please do that. And if you are going to do a bad thing, say, wonderful, wonderful, yes, do it, please. So there are such kind of friends. They are called as Anuppiyabani. Anuppya means, Piyabani means nice words. The person who speaks nice words. So Anuppya means according to the situation, who tells nice words. So this person, each and every time, so always talks good words, the words that you become delighted. That person never criticizes you, even though that person clearly says that you are in the wrong direction, you do the wrong thing. That person never intimidates. Instead, keep quiet and approves your action. Oh, nice thing, wonderful. And at the same time, talk a lot of good about you in front of you. When you are there, that person praises and praises and praises and praises 1,000 times. But when you are not there, that person talks again, talks bad again and again and again with the other people. This person is very dangerous too if you associate. So keep that person also at your hand's length. Anuppiyabani, the flatterer. This person flatter a lot. And finally, that kind of people also will bring a lot of disadvantages for your life. Then, so we talked about the taker, we talked about the talker, and we talked about the flatterer. And then the fourth friend. Fourth friend is, in Pali, this is the most dangerous person. Apaya Sahaya. Apaya means, Apaya means the head, the bad realms, the uncomfortable realm. Sahaya means friend, the friend for the uncomfortable realms. So whenever there is a wrong action to do, this person is there. So the reckless friend. So whenever there is a wrong action to do, this person is there. Oh, right, I'll come. Let's drink alcohol. So there are various types of alcohol. I don't know the names accurately. So let's drink alcohol. Then that person is there. Oh, right, I'll come. Oh, we are great friends. Let's join and we drink alcohol. But let's go to the temple. Oh no, I can't. No. So then stealing. That person is there. Oh, wonderful. Shoplifting. Right? So there are so many friends who engage in shoplifting, right? Everywhere. I don't know whether you engage in such kind of stuff too. So somehow there are friends like that. Stealing. That person is there. To give, then you see a poor person and you are going to give something. That person, no, don't. You ask that, but you don't have $1. You feel pity about that person and you ask for $1 to give to that person, that homeless person or poor person. When you ask, no, why should you give that person? He has hand, she has hand, she has legs, he has legs. Why should you give? No, no giving. Then they talk like that. And so in committing crimes, they so they, whenever you start to do a bad action, that person is there. Whenever you start to do a good action, that person disappears. At that time, this person is not. So these friends are called as apayasha, friends of hell. They always make your life uncomfortable and brings you to the bad side. And then if you associate them, in this life you have to suffer, because you will get jailed whenever your crime is repeat. And in this life you have to suffer. And then in the afterlife, because of your bad karma, you have to suffer. Right? So if you have any of these fake friends inside, take it and throw it away. And in the next week, I'll teach you the good friends, 4 kinds of good friends, and try to be such kind of good friends. And in your life too, you might have, for these 10-15 minutes, you might have remembered many such kind of fake friends that you met in your life. They were just like very nice friends from outside. Finally, you realize they are very fake friends, right? So if you have such kind of people, then I don't say not to associate them. If you can change, be a noble friend and try to change them, showing their wrong thing, wrong part of their wrong actions. They don't change. We can't control the other people. So for the benefit of you, because if and for the benefit of that person too, because if you stay closer, then what will happen is, uh, because that person is a fake friend, you will get disadvantages. So not only that, that person can influence you to take part in wrong actions too, for the benefit of both of you. So keep aside such kind of bad friends. Recognize them and keep aside towards everyone who shares your loving kindness, who actually shares your loving kindness, who doesn't fake, who stays with, who shows your sincere friendship, who shares your sincere friendship with the other people. Be a friend who doesn't associate them for advantages. Be a friend who doesn't associate the other friends just for the word's sake, right? So only by words. Do it. Do your friendship. Prove your friendship with actions. And well, whenever there is something to say, I don't tell you to tell the truth at once. Just because there are different people in this world. So some people, they cannot bear the truth at once. So you will be softer. Twice, try to tell the other friend's wrong thing, wrong action. If some friend is doing wrong, don't 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 reveal it at once, just like hammering. No, be soft and try to tell it uh, for 2 times in a softer manner. If that person doesn't understand, try to tell it and correct that person in a harsh manner for once. If that person doesn't listen, then can't tell it. You have to keep aside. So then, uh, then always be a good friend who helps the other people uh, to come out of the darkness, who helps the other friends also to see the light, right? That such friends are great friends. And more qualities of great friends. I'll teach them in the next week. Right. So develop friendship more with the help of loving kindness. And I hope may you be a friend with a lot of good friendship, loving kindness. Right. So today, everyone, please think. We go together and practice this noble technique of loving kindness meditation and accumulated a lot of positive energy. Let's share first of all this positive energy with all the sick people in the world out of compassion. Gaining this positive energy, may all those people recover very, very soon. Very, very soon. May no harm come to them. May this positive energy be with all of you. By the power of this positive energy, may all good things happen in your life. May all your difficulties be away. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful throughout your life. And may you be fortunate enough to develop in this Dhamma path. And finally, may all of you attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With that, with those wishes, everyone, please join your palms together to get the short blessings. Please concentrate. Abhivadana silisse niccang vaddha pachayino Chataru dhamma vaddanti Ayuvanno sukhang balang Ayuradogya sampatti Sagga sampatti me vache Ato nibbana sampatti Iminate samijjatu. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Good night to everyone. May all good things happen to you.
Sadhu,
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 sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Please wait for a moment. Mr. Huad, good night.
Thank you, Bante. Good night to you.
Oh,
I hope to see you
right.
soon.
Jaime, good night.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
Good night. Okay. Good night, Mrs. Diane.
Oh, good night, sir. Thank you so much for this. Thank you.
Mr. Frank, good night. Mrs. Pia, good night.
Good night. Thank you very
No,
much.
Sukhi Hotu. Your first time, right?
Yes,
Yeah, very
But-
nice. How do you feel?
I wanted to listen more, but sometimes it was not clear. This
Oh,
was
right.
relating
Let
to
me try next time to make it more clear.
it was echoing.
Mrs. Lees,
It
very
was
good
echoing.
night.
Yeah,
Yes,
good-
Bante, me and Doggy say good night to you. Thank you.
Oh, right. Good night,
Yes.
Mrs. Lees.
Good night.
Right. Okay. May you all be happy. Good night, everyone.